Oh, what is up, you guys? My name is Best Version 1, and I know I'm late. I actually forgot that it was the first. It's the first that I'm recording this, so you guys are getting a twofer on the second. So, this first episode for Reaction Time, episode 44. Thanks, guys, so much for joining in, tuning in. I was greatly appreciated. Okay. Anyway, we're going to... What was his name? Neeves Knives. This is a real gravity knife, one of the most illegal knives to carry. I like knives. I like a good knife. I've always been a blade fanatic. I've always loved blades. I've got swords. I've got knives, axes. You know, you name it. If it's got a blade on it, I like it. It's pretty. It looks nice. It looks neat. I love collecting machetes. I love collecting katanas. I love collecting knives. I used to have a bunch of them, and then I lost a lot of them in moving and stuff like that. I named almost all of them, too. I mean, you can see them all on my Facebook page if you actually go on my Facebook page and go through my photos there. You'll see a lot of the old ones I used to have. But we're going to jump to Reaction Cam and quit dick-diddling around and move on. So here, without further ado, here we go.
Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today we are checking out a real gravity knife. These are possibly some of the most illegal knives to carry. Now, in most places you can own them, so you can have them, you just can't carry them. Now, in some places you can. So, what constitutes a gravity knife? A gravity knife is something that can be deployed with gravity. And that is exactly what this does. So this is made by Riet, and it is extremely good quality. You can see the Riet symbol there. And this is called the EXO, the exoskeleton design, the Riet EXO. Comes in multiple different versions, meaning, you know, the micarta changes, basically that's it. So the way it works is you hold the micarta side, and let's look at the machine work really quick, though. The machining on this is insane.
It is pretty.
So good. Well, there's like a pivot down here, and you hold the micarta and you let the titanium, because this is all titanium, you let it drop. Now, inside is the blade, and it slides inside freely. The edge does not slide against the titanium, only this this little piece does right here that's holding the blade. So you can let it drop, let the blade slide down, and then close it. And now it is locked in place. There's a little bit of wiggle, kind of similar to what you'd expect from an OTF, an out the front knife. But when you get used to it, it is very easy.
That is so cool.
Not only fidgety, but very easy to deploy extremely fast. Now, wow. I know the laws are dumb. It doesn't make any sense because this does not deploy any faster than this. Not at all. And in many cases, I would say that this is less reliable as a self-defense knife or something like that. So it doesn't make any sense. But Hollywood has made a lot of things illegal that don't make sense. But it is very fun to play with, and it is unique. It's very unique and extremely well built. And that's the thing with it. A lot of gravity knives, they're just not the highest quality. So this takes a real gravity knife and brings it to a high quality. Now, like I said, the machining is just really, really good. This is free falling, so you do have to hold it together with your hand to prevent it from falling. But it's easy to keep together. You know, it kind of does have a little bit of weight to it, so it's easy to, you know, to keep pieced together. And it's also very easy to deploy on a dime, like extremely fast. And especially once you get used to it, the reverse grip, you just let it drop, and like the blade slides out at the same time. When you release this, it drops, and at the same time the blade's already dropping. Now, to put it back, I would just let it drop and then swing it backwards. Let me do it again. You swing it backwards and it will just close right back up, and then you close it. Same thing with the deployment. You let it swing out, and you use the momentum to let it swing. So you kind of just like swing it this way, it flies out, then you close it. And it's extremely easy to do when you're using momentum and you're not under a camera. You can also do the flick of the wrist like this, downward, like that. If you just let it drop, then let it go like that, it will also deploy very easily. It's just it's hard to keep it under the camera and do it at the exact same time. Now, you can let it slide halfway and close it like that. If you do that, it does catch. Then you got to kind of just re-let it go. Or if it catches, just let it back go, or let back go of this end, let it fall, and then continue opening it. So if it does get caught, it's very easy to, to continue the motion really fast. And this is so easy to click back and forth that it's so easy to deploy and very fun. Now, like I said though, as fun as it is, the one downside is that in most places you are not going to legally be able to carry this. In some places, yes. Now, let's take a look at it with it deployed. We have a Tonto blade with a hand satin finish. Now, it does come in a drop point version as well. Nice straight back grind. A little bit of a downward tip right here, but for the most part, it's a straight back. The up and down, there's really no up and down. There's just a little tiny bit of side to side. But up and down, not too much. And when it's sliding back and forth, like I said, the edge does not ever touch the inside. So it's not like the edge is going dull from sliding back and forth. And this is arguably a knife that will be reliable forever. It's not like other knives where, the more you flip it, the older it gets, or the more locked up it gets, so on and so forth. It's such a simple thing that it will last forever, basically. As long as this pivot doesn't come loose and come apart, keeping Loctite on it. Now, it does come with a Kydex sheath that is similar to a Tech Lock, where you can face it the direction you want, where you can face it at an angle. But I have a custom sheath here we're going to check out from Lancelot Leathers. But this does hold it pretty good, and you can carry it on your side or on your belt or however you want to carry it. And then this goes around your belt. Very easy. Most people know a Tech Lock, but it's a very secure way to carry while being able to carry the direction and angle you want. Now, we have a custom sheath here. Shout out to Lancelot Leathers, making really good quality
it's a really nice sheath.
The stitching is really nice. I'm sure he makes it in any type of color or style of leather that you prefer. Now, it just snugly goes in there, and this is so much better than the Kydex one, in my opinion. Now, this isn't going to be bi-directional. It's just going to click over your belt and hang on, but it's very secure. It has a nice secure, I can feel the leather snugging the knife, so as it's pulling out, it's holding a little bit of tension. It has a nice deep carry to it, and I mean deep meaning like with the Kydex one, it is shallow. So very cool, very nice leather work. I will try to link Lancelot Leathers down in the description for you guys, so you guys can possibly go and check out what he does and the work he does, if you want to get something else possibly made.
That's really nice.
But I just wanted to do a quick overview of the Riet EXO gravity knife, possibly one of the most illegal knives you can carry, but you can still own them, so that's pretty awesome. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
That's really cool. Like I said, I'm an avid collector. I want one of those knives. That's really cool. But I can see how it could be considered as quote-unquote illegal, because I don't have any spring blades in here at the moment. But like I said, I've got this one that I got a while back with a fire starting kit. That's really cool. Yeah, I got that, which is really cool. I don't really ever mess with it, so the stuff's really still nice on it. And I lost the fire starter though. I don't know what the hell happened to it. But it's just a little camp knife. It's got a nice little sheath to it and stuff like that. But I've had spring ones. I've had butterflies. I've had kind of switch blades. They're the spring lock ones. But it's about the only one that's accessible in my office. I don't know what happened to all my others. They all just steadily disappear. And I've got one that I usually take to work with me. that I use on the day-to-day, and it's fairly nice. It's a pretty decent blade, but it's got a lot of warmth. I mean, well, it's fairly new, but it came from one of the packs that my mom gave me of the camping knife set or something like that. It was pretty cool. But that's gonna do it for this episode. I thought it would be really cool to do a knife episode because I like knives. But yeah, I want one of those. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't care if it's illegal to carry. I'll never actually carry it. But like, back to what I was saying. The illegalness of it is not exactly how fast it deploys. It's the silence of it. Like, you can actually just open that behind you, let it slide out as you're talking, and they'll never even know it left your. They never even know. When you flip a spring lock blade, you hear a click because it's the fastness of the spring of it, too, stuff like that. Same thing with a stiletto switchblade or something like that. Those are still illegal, but it's legal to buy one if you're registered as a carrier, or it used to be back when I was looking into this back in like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. But a stiletto switchblade is out the front as well, but it's like the typical one like you see from The Outsiders or something like that, where you push the button and it shoots straight out the top. Like the one Ponyboy used, and yeah, stuff like that. It's dope as hell. But like I say, I wanted one of those just because, again, I'm a big knife collector, stuff like that. But stilettos are illegal because you can actually just put that up to someone and push the button, it'll stab into them and without any force because the spring's so tense. But they break real easily because of how their spring is. I mean, you can also rig it to where it's like in Punisher, and you could hit the button and it shoots the blade out instead of stops. So that's why stilettos are very illegal. But I don't know, some of the laws may have changed over the years since it's 2022 now, so I don't know. But that was going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up button. What's your favorite knives, if you got any favorite knives? Because I love knives. Knives are really cool. They're really shiny. They're really pretty. And, I have really good gifts to give to me. So, any of my family pretty much doesn't know what to give me for a holiday or my birthday or something like that. They usually get me a knife or something like that, even if it's something cheap. I mean, I still love them because, especially when it comes to stuff at work or stuff like that, when I'm opening a lot of packages, knives really come in handy. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have anything else you want to see me react to, feel free to put it in the comments down below. I'll try to get to them. If I don't get to them this month, I will get to them next month. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about doing a reaction to something really cool. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it for this month. I don't know how much bulk recording I'm going to be doing this weekend, but we shall see. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Hey, and peace. Wata.